Hey guys, today I want to give basically release a guide on how to maximize your hero augments. So I'm a little sick right now, so my voice is gonna be a little bit hoarse. Hopefully it's not too big deal, but I do want to mention it. Let me add my name here. So basically hero augments have been out for like a few weeks now. Everyone knows how strong they are. I think getting the right hero augment is probably the difference between around like a middle of like between gold and prismatic level. I think it's probably closer to prismatic. So trying to maximize your hero augments is very important. Now, there's some pretty simple rules for hero augments. So the 2-1 hero augment selection is completely random. You cannot get it tailored. The 3-2 and 4-2 hero augment choices are tailored, and how the tailor is that whatever units you put on stage 3-1, the active traits, the the 3-2 hero augment choice is just gonna be based on your active traits, and similar for the 4-2-1. And then some more important information is that the 2-1 hero augment can only be a 1 cost, 2 cost, and sometimes a 3 cost. The 3-1 choice can either be a 2 cost, 3 cost, and sometimes a 4 cost. And the stage 4-1 can either be a 3 cost, 4 cost, and sometimes a 5 cost. Now, with that basic information, let's get on to like how we try to minimax all this. So first we need to talk about tailoring. So on the right side, I have a comp that I'm playing right now. It's 6 brawlers. It's a very meta comp right now. It's the exact information how everything gets tailored isn't fully known, but one thing for sure is that it looks like your active traits. So here, because we have 6 brawlers active, the first hero augments that will give us is brawlers. So for example, on stage 3, when it will most likely roll 2 cost and 3 cost, it will roll either Lee Sin if it rolls a 2 cost, or Vi if it rolls a 2 cost, or it can roll Riven and Jax if it rolls a 3 cost, and if it happens to roll a 4 cost, it will roll Sejuani. And in the event that it rolls multiple 4 costs, because Sejuani is the only brawler, it can only roll Sejuani, and then the other additional 4 costs, well, I think it either looks like your inactive traits or it's just completely random, or it could just be threats. So I'm not too sure about that, but that's outside of the scope that we're looking at today. So assuming this, and you really want to like try to game the system, and you say you're playing Jax, you want to roll for a carry Jax augment, how would you do it? So usually on 3-1 and 4-1, you would try to modify your board, take out all the traits. So previously, if you're running Aegis, you take them out and you only play brawlers. This will give you like the highest chance of rolling Jax. Well, for Jax specifically, it could be some sort of playing trying to play some sort of mech. However, in the brawler comp, rolling Riven Augment or Jax Augment are both really powerful, so it doesn't really matter. You don't need to max this comp this hard. Okay, so basically we're gonna build off this and try to really think about how to maximize the exact hero augment we're gonna get. And I also do want to mention that if you don't have any traits, I believe it's full random. I tried to put no traits in to try to get third augments once because I was trying to reroll for a Ram's augment. But it didn't work, so I just briefly want to mention this here. Okay, so I'm gonna use Reroll Yuumi as an example. It's a very meta comp right now. It's probably gonna be the strongest comp, like going to like the entire year. So like, right now it's the strongest comp. I mean, I think the next patch is on January 4th, so it's gonna be the strongest comp until like January 4th. So let's briefly talk about it. So here, scenario 1 and scenario 2 are the 2 most common Yuumi boards I see. Scenario 1 is just 3 supers plus Yuumi, very good. Scenario 4 is just 4 mascot, very good. So stage 3-1, well, most people play these 2 boards, and in the first scenario you can hit either Lee Sin, Malphite, or Yuumi in the 2 cost slot, because you have the supers active, so you can hit Lee Sin's Malphite. You have mascot active, so you can hit Yuumi. And in the bottom scenario, you can hit Malphite, Sivir, or Yuumi, right? Because you have Civilian active, so hit Sivir. You have mascot active, so you can hit Malphite and Yuumi. So these 2 boards, while they're like very reasonable, aren't actually optimal when it comes to trying to find a Yuumi augment. So before we talk about optimality for Yuumi augment, let's briefly use some tools to actually find which augments we actually want. So here's active slot tools. Here's like a screenshot of the Yuumi page, and you can see that on the left side, the best augments to hit with the highest winners are the Yuumi carry augment, which is taking 13% times, which has the 3.5 augment. 3.5 average placement, the Yuumi support, which has a 4.2 average placement, and the Malphite Augment, which has a 4 average placement. In the event that you guys don't know how to get here, let me show you guys. You go to Tactics.tools, the team compositions page. You scroll down to the yuumi, the yuumi comp. You click more details, then you click augments. So here's how you get here, and on the left side you can see all the augments. So here on the top line is the pick rate, on the bottom right is the win rate. So something like Lee Sin right here, right, is picked very infrequently and has a pretty below average win rate. Here's another Malphite one. So etc, etc. So basically you can see the augments we really want are the yuumi augment, carry, the yuumi augment support, and the Malphite augment support. So to get this, all we have to do is take out Galio. Now we can play like Nasus, Malphite, Yuumi, or any combination of 3 mascots minus Galio, or like any combination of mascots minus Galio would get you there. So you can also play like Alistar over Nasus or something like that. But basically, by taking out Galio for just 1 round, it's gonna make your board a little bit weaker. But you have a much higher chance of either hitting Yuumi carry augment, Yuumi support augment, or Malphite support augment. And since if you still have your reroll, you can almost guarantee that you hit the exact augment you need. So, if you're playing reroll Yuumi, I would say probably the most important decision you can make in the entire game is to go ahead and sack your stage 3-1, play a slightly weaker board to get a much higher chance of hitting a strong augment. So, and the last thing I want to talk about for this section is the Augment Tree. So this Augment Tree credits to, I think Kana made this. I also have this link right here down below. It's a Leduc's meta tree where he links this Augment Tree. So basically how this works is that at the start of the game, you have a 30% chance to get a Hero Augment on 2-1, 30% chance to hit a Hero Augment, Silver Augment, 30% chance to hit a Gold Augment, and 10% chance. And after you go down 1 tree, now the probabilities of hitting each augment is modified. So some important ones I want to highlight is like, for example, if your game is going silver, your 4-1 is guaranteed to be a Hero Augment. So in that scenario, what you really want to do on 4-1 is to modify your board so you can guarantee the exact Hero Augment you want. If you go Prismatic Gold, you also have a 100% chance to hit a Hero Augment. The one augment combo that is guaranteed non-hero is Gold Silver. So if you're Gold Silver, the most important thing you could do is to not sack your board on 4-1 because you're guaranteed a non-hero augment. Okay, and then finally, starting Gold Augment. So like if you start Silver, you have a 37% chance. If you start Gold, you have a 57% chance of hitting a hero. If you start Prismatic, you have a 30% chance of hitting a hero. Starting Gold has the highest chance of giving you a Hero Augment on stage 3. So if you're starting Gold Hero Augment, it's very critical that you prep for the Hero Augment on stage 3. And then every other combination, you should probably prep as if you were getting Hero Augment. You're not guaranteed a Hero Augment, but you should probably prep as if you were getting Hero Augment anyways. It's not so critical, but like, you know, if you have the extra APM, you should do it. So yeah, this is probably my #1 tip to maximize Hero Augments. It's actually pretty complicated. You need to know the exact combo you're playing, you need to know the Tactics tools data on them, and then you need to go ahead and modify your board to maximize the probability. And I guarantee you, with this just like small tip, your like win rate and your average placement of playing like Super's Yuumi reroll goes up dramatically. So, and that's about it.